Yeah, that's it. How many want to make some money? That's what I'm talking. On September the 3rd, 2015, Tai Lopez released his infamous "Here in My Garage" ad. And people kind of memed it. It was a joke.
Dude, go fuck off, man. Stop harassing me, dude.
Here in my garage.
Here in my garage.
Even though it blew up on YouTube, everybody was being filled with all of his advertisements on "Here I am in my garage, here's my bookcase, what do I care most about?"
Knowledge.
But what people don't realize is Tai Lopez paved the way for an invasion of what you can call internet online gurus. And if you've ever tried searching for money related topics, business, entrepreneurship, self-development, at this point they're in so many different niches I can't keep count, but you will probably be flooded with at some point an ad with them talking straight at you into a camera, telling you that sign up to my free training.
Free training that I'm giving you an invitation to.
Turn up for the online training
And join our completely free training where I'm
registered to attend our free live class today.
And register for one of my free trainings that is happening soon.
And there's just so many of them, it's like a copy and paste. What you might not realize is that at first it seems a bit harmless, but some of these people are earning millions and millions and millions. And then when you really look into it and you realize a lot of these people have a cult-like following.
You guys understand, this is something that absolutely every single one in this room would do.
Is Dan Lok a cult? Yes or no? Is High Ticket Closer a cult? Yes or no?
Yes.
And then you realize that they're not really trying to teach you anything. You see, the main goal is to keep you hooked on their products, to reprogram your mind to think that you need the next thing and the next thing that they release and the next thing after that, all while smiling and happily taking out your credit card and swiping it, whilst giving them millions and making you poorer or in more debt. So, do you want to learn how to replicate it all? This is whatever you're going to talk about, and honestly, I don't really care. It can be anything. It can be preferably a fad, something like cryptocurrency.
Let's talk about Bitcoin.
Or it's drop shipping.
The beauty about drop shipping is that you don't need to carry any inventory.
Or Amazon FBA.
Quick and easy steps to start selling on Amazon FBA right away.
Or it's consulting.
I started my consulting business from scratch and then grew it to the point right now where I'm making more than $20 million per year with.
Or it's real estate.
Are you looking to invest in property? Or maybe not even invest in property, but escape your job and have more time?
Or it's sales.
How to succeed in sales.
Doesn't matter what you pick, but preferably it's something to do with wealth or health or relationships, something that you can really target people's insecurities and their dreams.
You can actually earn a living without working a job.
And I've helped more than 3,000 people from all around the world quit their jobs.
And I'm going to show you step by step how my students are earning 6 and even 7 figures working from their laptops from home.
That's the most essential part of this. It doesn't matter if you really don't know what you're talking about. You can hire an expert, get them to write a script, and you can read it out to a video camera.
They approached MJ and they were like, hey, can you make part of our course for us? Because to be clear, I don't know why, but my guess is they don't know what they're doing on Amazon.
Preferably you have a little bit of experience so you can give some general knowledge out there that can probably be found in a book or if you Google searched it. Again, guys, it doesn't matter about what is in the course. That's not what's important here. What's important is how you market it. This is the stage that separates the bottom tier gurus from the guys who are actually making the big money. You see, it's all about marketing in this industry, and if you can't market your course properly, then you're not going to make as much as you should be. You want to start by running some YouTube ads, some Facebook ads, Instagram ads, like wherever the hell you can find people who are young enough and probably in a vulnerable position to where they want to buy into whatever the hell you're selling them, which leads us on to the next point. Sell a dream.
You can make enough money to be financially free.
You could be generating profit in a matter of just hours, if not just a few days.
Earning 6 figures a year.
My students are earning 6 and even 7 figures working from their laptops from home.
That I've got financial freedom.
When I say the word financial freedom, what picture comes to mind? Right? A beach?
This year alone, I've helped 76 people leave their jobs and become financially free.
I was able to go from being completely broke, in debt in university, to making over $86,000 in just my first 60 days.
Are you interested in creating a passive income stream?
That I'm traveling around the world.
I've been able to do some really cool stuff, travel the world.
Instead of going to college, I chose to make money online and travel the world.
And it's all there for you if you just click the link below and sign up to my
free training. Register for that training.
Join our completely free training.
And it's all revealed right here in this book.
I'm going to give you this for free.
The goal with this ad is to hook them in. You want to really dig into their emotions. You want to make them feel like, wait, what? This guy's earning 6 figures and he's thrown up a bunch of testimonials of his students and I can do this as well? Sure, I'll click your link. Got him. You see, here is where you lead your prey into the next stage of your funnel. This is where they enter your webinar, your free live event, they buy your free book, whatever it is. Make sure you keep it a little lengthy. In the case of a webinar, 1 to 3 hours. You see, the longer it is, the more time they get to spend with you and the more trust they build towards you and the higher the chance that you can sell them on higher priced courses. Another thing is make sure they're not distracted. If you want to make sure that their whole attention is focused on you in this webinar, in this moment.
Turn off the social media to tell your family, leave me alone.
Close down Facebook, turn off Netflix, turn off Instagram, hide your phone if you need to for the next 60 minutes because this exact training has changed literally thousands of lives and it can do the same for you.
Now, oh, hold up. You're probably saying, but James, I don't have any information to tell them. What do I teach these people? Come on. We're not trying to teach them anything in these webinars. The goal of the webinar is to make them ask even more questions. And the goal after that, and the main goal, is to get them to buy your course. Got it? Now you want to tell them your backstory, your sob story. Tell them that you're just like them and you were poor and there wasn't anything special about you.
I never got very good grades at all. In fact, I was below average. And pretty much the only thing I was good at was hanging out with my friends and drinking beers.
Growing up, I was a loner all the way through high school, and I got beat up quite a few times.
Tell them how you hated your job, how you were stuck in the rat race.
I would literally drive an hour to work each day.
I was working as an accountant, working 80 hours a week, depressed, anxious.
It just felt like a jail cell. I felt my life literally being sucked out of me minute by minute.
What you need to do is you need to sound like you're in the position that they're in at that current point in time. And if you've done your YouTube ads right, then you've probably attracted the most vulnerable of these people.
Then believe me, there was other failures in between, times when I didn't sleep for months on end, up all night stressed.
People who are broke and people who really want to make money or are young and naive enough to feel like the course can get them to that point, those are our ideal targets.
Am I going to be that broke kid and be like everybody else in my family? Or am I going to finally step out? I felt it. I knew there was more. Like, there's more. Sometimes you just don't have the path and the plan.
It's also important to note that you want to rewire their mentality and their mindset. Tell them that money is abundant.
Money never goes away. Here's the thing. It's not scarce. You need to spend more energy on how to generate the money, not save it. It's not going away.
It's not about the money, it's about the freedom, it's about the time with your family.
Tell them that there's so much money out there, guys, so that when it comes to the point where you give them the price of your course, in their heads, the objection of, oh, it's too expensive is already overcome when they're like, but oh, he told me that money is abundant. Doesn't matter if I finance this with £2,000 money I don't have, because money's everywhere, man. Just like he said. But here's the thing. You want to tell them that they have to put in the work, right? You want to tell them that they need to be responsible for what they do.
I'm only looking for people who are dedicated to this, who are going to be focused on this. This is for people who are willing to put in work. This is for real people who are willing to put in real work.
And you need to take action. If you're still with me today, you're an action taker.
Anyone, anywhere, from any country on earth can earn a full-time living on Amazon if they're willing to put in the work. Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, they're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. Most people, are gonna find themselves...
Because when they buy your course and it doesn't work for them, you wanna make sure that they're not blaming you. That they're telling themselves, you know what, it's my fault that this didn't work. Now, you want to go in for the hard sell. Show them testimonials of previous students who have gone on your course. Say, look, here's Johnny and he made 100 grand in his first month of doing it.
So it took him 1 year to get to 6 figures.
$4,000 from 2 clients.
Over $1,500 in one single day.
$7,800 in the span of about a week.
Make it sound easy. Easy, easy, easy.
You don't have to have any experience to get started. You don't have to have any tech skills or buy any software. You don't need your own product.
You never have to meet with an agent, where you never look at a house. You don't have to negotiate the way that through an agent and all those pieces.
You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to take the risk of failing. You don't need to hire employees.
No matter your age, no matter where you live, no matter your circumstances, can create a full-time income.
There's zero money needed. You don't have to wait for a closing. It all happens in about 10 or 14 days.
You can just copy and paste them into your listing and your PPC campaigns, and it's easy as that.
But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, guys. Make sure you don't say it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Say everything but it's that.
Listen, if anybody ever told you it was easy to get rich, it's literally as simple as buying products for $1 and selling them on Amazon.com. They're selling you something and they're lying to you, right? Start earning passive income from Amazon, sometimes even 30 days or less, because it is not easy to get rich. And that's why most people, when they reach the age of retirement, right, they can't retire. I'm lazy. I don't want to work hard and I want to make a lot of money. So, if you're like me and you're lazy and you don't want to work very hard, but you want to make a lot of money, then this opportunity is going to be perfect for you, right?
But hold on. Some of these people still have a bit of a rational part in their brain, which we don't want. Some of them are probably thinking, it seems a bit too expensive to buy a £2,500 course. I don't really think I can afford that. So here's what you want to do. You want to create scarcity.
So if you want to get these additional bonuses, you need to join now. And if you're going to think about it, you're going to miss out on this.
These bonuses are only available for a very limited time and are only available for the people who are really ready to invest into their future today, because once these bonuses are gone, guys, they're gone forever.
For people on this webinar today only, I'm going to do it for $1,999.
You can tell them it's okay to finance it with their credit cards or whatever the hell.
The money. If the money is the biggest hurdle, but if you have the desire, if you have the time, if you have the willingness, we have an option for you. You can actually use PayPal credit and you can actually get started for almost little to no money down. It's essentially free today.
Now you can sit back and watch that sweet, sweet profit fly in.
When I say the word financial freedom, what picture comes to mind? Right, a beach. You're sitting on the what is it called? What's it called? The swing thing. What's it called? Yes, that's right. And then you're drinking your what?
But why stop there? you didn't really think we were just going to be selling courses, right? Remember, our goal is to get them hooked on our products. You want to create your ladder. It's not just about the course. The course is the first step. The next step is selling them the mastermind program, which is like £200 a month. The next one after that is selling them to your live event, which is £300 a month. And then sell them on the even bigger course and better course, which is £5,000. You practically have an army with you. These guys have watched you religiously. And
people think, oh, it's only a course. It's only $2,000. First of all, a lot of people don't have $2,000. I'm sorry to say it. I mean, that gives me zero pleasure. This is why I do the show.
That's right.
$26,000. Are you listening, everyone at home? Are you listening?
Make them feel special at your live events, you know, make them feel like a celebrity, like they're actually achieving something. Tell them to all dress up in suits if you have to, and tell them they're all doing well and you're all going to be successful. And remember, trust your guru.
Yeah, we got absorbed into Dan Lok's program, but yeah.
Of course, you don't tell them the truth, right? I mean, after all, we're selling shovels in a gold rush. We don't tell them that the reason we're so damn rich and living the life that they want to live is because we've sold them a dream and sold them our courses that aren't really going to get them there.
He found a consistent source of income of thousands of dollars every month, and all he had to do was sell more access to himself.
But I guess you're sitting back there in your mansion sipping your champagne and wondering, man, I wonder how none of these people have said anything yet. Well, that's the thing. You see, if you remember correctly, we told them that they are responsible for their own actions. So each course that they buy and each failure that they get, they are the ones that feel like they're completely responsible.
A lot of people can be like, dude, you know, well, that's your fault for quitting your job. But hey, I'm one of hundreds, if not thousands of people in that program who did the same thing. Everyone I knew quit their jobs. I guess part of me was ashamed, just like everybody else.
A lot of people are ashamed. That's why a lot of people don't come forward. Oh yeah. There are people watching right now who aren't going to come forward. It's an orchestrated thing. He uses your psychology against you.
I mean, some of these guys are so desperate in their situations that they have to believe it's going to work for them. Otherwise, the alternative is far worse.
One of these guys I knew that was struggling, he handed his credit card over to Dan Lok's lackeys, and he said, I'm praying that this goes through. And it didn't. It got declined. And he just melted on the floor. He was crying. And then another guy was like, I got declined too. He's like, man, if I could sell my soul right now, I would. I'm like, you're joking. He's like, I would.
Sure, some of these people are in debt and they've fallen out with their friends because after all, you told them to kick out the negative people, and their family thinks they're part of some cult. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You got your millions, right? You can sit back, enjoy it, and watch your webinar and your courses all sell themselves. The thing is, I don't really have anything against online courses. I think online courses are amazing. In fact, they taught me to edit the video that you're watching right now. They taught me a lot about marketing. They taught me about personal finance. But the kind of courses that I'm talking about, they're not thousands of pounds. Most of them I got on Udemy and they're like 10 quid here and there. About probably in total I spent £200 on online courses. They're not trying to sell me a dream. They're not trying to tell me I'm essentially going to get rich quick. And that's kind of the problem with, I think, a lot of these internet gurus. Aside from all of the moral standpoints, it's more about the fact that they're really cheapening what an online course is and how good online education can be. So the next time you kind of come across these gurus or someone that sells you a course for thousands, really question whether the value that they give you in that course is worth that money, because the chances are you can find any of this information in a book or just doing your own YouTube searching, which is probably where they got the information from anyway. What's important to always look out for is what they're telling me the method in which they got rich themselves. And with most of these people selling the online course, it just probably isn't. Once you've spotted the signs that you're listening to or you've bought into the product of an online fake guru, just run. It's really not worth it. And I mean it when I say that most of them are just trying to get you addicted to their products. Because after all, you are just a number in their funnel to them, and ultimately you're just a number in their bank account to them. You're going to see more and more of these online gurus. I think personally a lot of them aren't going to last. I think eventually some of them are going to get extremely unethical, or they're going to be caught out in some sense, or there's going to be some kind of regulation. But for your own sake, just don't get into them in the first place. So thank you guys for watching till the end of this video. My name is James Jani. If you liked what you saw, please do hit the like button. It helps so much with the channel and with what I'm doing. And if you want to see more content like this, I've got a lot of exciting stuff planned. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Check out my last video as well. I did it on universities and whether it's worth going to currently in 2020. I think that's an awesome video, especially if you're in England and you're curious as to whether you should go. Comment down below if you have made it to the end here. I'll respond to all of it, I promise, and it means a lot that you have watched up until this point. But with all that being said, peace, my friends.
If you go to Troy, glory will be yours. They will write stories about your victories for thousands of years. The world will remember your name. But if you go to Troy, you will never come home. For your glory walks hand in hand with your doom. And I shall never see you again.
Achilles! Greece needs you. Greece got along fine before I was born. Greece will be Greece long after I'm dead. I'm not talking about the land. The men need you. This war will never be forgotten, nor will the heroes who fight in it. You were born for this war.